The eternal girl, charming, spontaneous, and seemingly free, lives suspended in a state of perpetual youth. She drifts from one experience to the next, collecting beginnings but never endings, enchanted by possibilities but terrified of commitment. On the surface, she is lightness itself, a sparkle in her eyes masking a silent, unspoken pain. But beneath the charm lies a refusal, an evasion of maturity, responsibility, and the irreversible choices that define a life fully lived. Carl Jung called this archetype the Puella Aeterna, the feminine counterpart to the pure eterness. The eternal youth, his disciple, Marie-Louise von France, dissected it further. The woman trapped in this pattern resists psychological time. She avoids the weight of reality, clinging instead to fantasies, idealizations, and the illusion that all doors must remain open. She dreams of perfect love but flees intimacy, craves freedom but fears autonomy, and lives on promises while dreading their fulfillment. This is not mere personality, it is a deep, collective pattern. The Puella does not grow because growing means facing emptiness, making irreversible choices, and surrendering the safety of what if. She floats, mistaking avoidance for freedom, mistaking charm for strength. She is admired for her spontaneity, her creativity, her refusal to be tied down. But no one sees the void beneath the motion. Where does this refusal come from? Often, it is a cultural script that equates a woman's worth with her desirability, not her depth. It is also a defense, a way to avoid the pain of unresolved wounds. The Puella constructs a persona to survive, a mask of enchantment that becomes a cage. Emma Jung noted that, without integration of the unconscious, a woman remains fragmented, possessed by the very archetypes she refuses to confront. The tragedy is that the Puella is not free, she is adrift. In relationships, she craves love but recoils from commitment. She idealizes partners, then discards them when reality intrudes. In work, she chases passion but abandons projects when they demand discipline. She lives in the almost loved, almost fulfilled, almost herself, because to choose one path means losing others, and that loss is unbearable. Yet maturity is not the enemy of freedom, it is its fulfillment. True autonomy comes not from endless options, but from the ability to commit, to stay, to build. The Puella fears time because she has built no foundation. Aging terrifies her because she has confused youth with value. But time is not the thief, the refusal to root is. Breaking free begins when the pain of staying the same outweighs the fear of change. It requires facing the mirror without illusion, seeing the cycles of avoidance, and choosing, really choosing to stop fleeing. Individuation, as Jung described it, is the process of becoming whole, not perfect, not always enchanting but real. It means letting the maiden within coexist with the queen, the part of you that knows how to stay, to nurture, to rule your own life. The woman who emerges from this passage is different. She does not wait for a savior or a perfect moment. She builds even when it's hard. She loves even when it's messy. She chooses even when it hurts. And in that choosing, she finds something the Puella never could, a life that belongs to her entirely. If this resonates, ask yourself, where am I still floating? Where am I afraid to land? The answer might ache, but it's the first step towards solid ground.